I have with me an amazing all-wheel drive car, probably one of the best in class. It's about the brand new Subaru Crosstrek. This is the 2025 version, and in this video I will do a full review, interior, exterior, material quality, technical data, everything about this Crosstrek you will find out in this video. Also, I will go through some important features which I want to mention, and they are really important to know about Subaru and about this Crosstrek. So this video will be really interesting. I will have a separate video where I drive the car and I give you all the feedback on how it's on the road, how is to drive this Crosstrek, so definitely check out that video as well. And I will have also a few other videos in the nighttime so you can see the lights and so on. So all these video series will be on the channel, so definitely check them out to get a whole look, complete look of this Crosstrek. If you are in Romania, if you are in Bucharest, if you want to see the car, test drive the car or buy the car, definitely check out SMT dealership. I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen. They are super nice, they will help you with everything, and plus they have a 3,500 euro discount on this Crosstrek, and also on the new Forester they have a 5,000 euro discount, probably the biggest discount in Europe, so definitely worth check them out. Before we go forward, this Crosstrek come in 3 different versions. In Europe, sadly, and also here in Romania, sadly, it comes only with the 2-liter petrol engine e-boxer all-wheel drive mild hybrid. It's also great, and I drive the car and I read some reviews and some people said that the car might be underpowered, but I drive the car today and yesterday also on the highway, and we will talk about this in the test drive video. And I have to be honest with you, this 136 horsepower that the car have, it's more than enough for 90% of the people, and we will talk about that in the test drive. So I don't think, from my point of view, it's underpowered. That's something that I want to point out before we go forward. Regarding the price, the starting price for the entry-level version, but I will give you the starting price, but the version that I have with me is the premium version, is the top of the range version, which, if I'm not wrong, will add around 3,000–4,000 euro extra, but with a discount you will get probably at around same price. Depending which country you are, the price might be different, but keep in mind the version that I have with me is the premium, is the top of the range version. And what you have extra, you have the leather seats and you have this panoramic sunroof, which I will show you a little bit later. The price starts at 37,200 euro minus 3,500 if you buy it from SMT dealership. It comes with a 2-liter petrol engine, 4 cylinders, horizontally array, which is a great, amazing concept, boxer concept. So probably this Subaru, I mean all the Subaru cars and Porsche, right, it use this boxer array of the engine. That means that 2 cylinders on the side, 2 cylinders on the side, so they work like horizontally, so they are not work vertically, they are not work in a V, so they work like that. What that's supposed to mean? That's supposed to mean you have less vibrations and you can feel that, and also when you're driving it's much more silent and it's run without vibration, which is incredible. And another thing, it has a lower center of gravity, it sits a little bit lower. That means you have a better stability in corners, the handlings and everything. It's improved because it sits quite low, and it's also much more safer in case of an impact, which is really important, and I really want to point out that this engine is connected to a mild hybrid system. You have a 48-volt battery and you have an electric motor. The electric motor power 16.7 horsepower, 66 newton meters. Also the total newton meters 182 newton meters. I will leave the technical data anyway in the description of the video if you want to see it as well. The gearbox, we have the Lineartronic CVT, is the CVT gearbox, and also the electric motor, it's integrated into the transmission. So also this transmission is connected to the symmetrical all-wheel drive system from Subaru, which is, it's a fantastic all-wheel drive system. It's a permanent all-wheel drive system with the possibility to shift the power and to send the power to the wheels independently. So it has a lot of differentials and it's an amazing system, probably the best all-wheel drive system. It's not all-wheel drive system like in other cars where you have just front-wheel drive and then as needed the rear or the front. Here it's permanently all-wheel drive. So this Crosstrek, if you want to go in the snow like it's right now snowing, or mud or dust, this is one of that car that you don't have to worry, you go with it everywhere. Plus Subaru offer you 8 years warranty, unlimited kilometer. That says a lot about those Subaru cars. That says a lot about the quality and the engine and the mechanical part. So Subaru, it's one of the most reliable car manufacturer, and it was voted also in United States one of the most reliable car manufacturer in the world. So this Subaru Crosstrek, or whatever other Subaru you will buy, it's a car that it's a little bit oldish, to be honest, but if you look at, I mean, the interior, the buttons, the lights and stuff like that, it doesn't look super, you know, like modern, full of tech like you see in the competitors. But when it comes to engine and reliability, this is one of that car that you buy it and for 15 years you don't have to worry about anything. So yeah, this is something that I want to point out. The battery capacity 0.57 kilowatt hour, top speed 198 km per hour, 0 to 100 in 10.8 seconds, consumption 7.7 liters, CO₂ emission 174 grams, and the weight of the car 1,595 kilograms, the fuel tank capacity 48 liters, and the ground clearance 22 centimeters, which is great. Trunk space 315 liters, and if you fold down the seats completely, it will go up to 1,314 liters. Towing capacity 1,270 kilograms. It comes with MacPherson independent suspension on the front and multi-link independent suspension on the rear, and the turning circle 11.8 meters. Those are the most important technical data and information about the car. I think I covered the most important facts about the car. Now let's go outside, let me show you the car, exterior, interior, multimedia system, and then as we go I will give you a little bit more information. Starting with the key, this is the key, pretty nice, pretty simple, pretty small. What you can do with the key is just unlock the car from here, from Subaru logo. If you press this button, lock the car from up here. So it's just simple as that. Also, it comes with keyless entrance, you don't have to always press the buttons. Plus you can unlock the trunk. It doesn't come with automatic lift gate, but you can unlock it from here. The good part is that you have keyless entrance. That means if you put your finger here, you can lock the car, and if you come to the car, you have your hands here, and you can see the car will unlock pretty quick, which is quite good. It comes with electric folding mirrors, but you have to activate it from the interior from here, so you cannot link it to the multimedia system. From what I know, maybe I missed something, but you cannot link it. Now I want to start the engine. Here's the start stop engine button, and even though outside there are minus 7 degrees, a little bit earlier was minus 10 degrees when I started from the beginning, and the car was sit outside, it started perfectly from the first try, which is great. Let me turn on the lights and also the fog lamps, and let's go outside. Also, as I said before, because we have this engine which is horizontally array, it's very silent, and it doesn't have too many vibrations. Regarding the exterior design, I want to talk a little bit about the exterior design. The front end look definitely nicer, sleeker, interesting. We have only LED lights on the front, so we have the headlamps LED light, the turning signal, and the fog lamp, it's LED light. We will talk in a second about that. So it looks modern, it looks nice. Then going on the side, also pretty cool. I think those 18-inch rims look great. On the entry-level version, by the way, it comes with 17-inch rims. So you have 18 on the premium version, on the top of the range version. It looks quite nice, quite slick, quite aerodynamic, I would say. But in the same time, it's also very useful because you have those roof bars on the roof, and then you have 22 centimeters the ground clearance, which is great if you want to go off-road or on bad roads. And also around the wheels we have this plastic protection, which I will show you in a second. Then going to the rear, it looks a little bit classy. Man, if you look at the car in 2025, it looks a little bit oldish, that's the truth. In terms of exterior, you can see on the rear we have the turning signal, the tail lights. They are definitely normal halogen light, and also the reverse light, and even the light from the numbers. But that's not so important. I prefer to have a car like that. I prefer to have a car that doesn't look incredible, but have an amazing engine, powertrain, transmission, and all-wheel drive system, right? So what would you prefer, guys? Write me in the comment. I'm really curious if you think the same like me. Otherwise, it looks fine, excepting the lights. it looks pretty good. I mean, the bumper, it looks powerful, it looks really interesting, but it's not something extraordinary, but it looks quite good. I think if you add on this body some full LED light and some bling blings on the rear, you can make this car look extremely nice. And again, you can see the ground clearance even on the back, and then it's quite big, so you can go off-road without any problem. So regarding the exterior design, it's nice, it's pleasant, but it's not something crazy, something extraordinary. So I'm really looking forward to hear your thought in the comments. I'm really curious. Here we have the panoramic glass roof, which you can open it. I will show you a little bit later. You have the roof bars, which you can add some extra storage. The radio antenna is very nice, modern, sleek, small, aerodynamic. Then also here aerodynamic is the spoiler in the upper side, pretty round, pretty simple. Some black matte on the side, the brake light, LED, and also we have the tinted windows on the rear, tinted windows on the side, which is great. It's heated the window in the rear. Also you have a wiper, which is also very useful. And then on the side here, tinted windows as you saw before. And yeah, pretty basic between the windows. We have some black matte, simple here, black matte. It's fine, it's simple. And also down here we have some plastic on the lower end. Big mirrors, visibility, it's great from the interior. I will show you when we go there. Also the blind spot view light, it's here. I will show you in the test drive video when we will do that video. Definitely check it out. And here we have LED light turning signal and the mirror caps in the same color as the car. Pretty round, pretty aerodynamic and simple. Up here on the windshield we have kind of 3 cameras, and those cameras work for all these adaptive cruise control, lane assist, all the safety features, which I will show you and I will test it in the, they call it eyesight drive assist technology. It's a really good one. In the beginning I was a little bit skeptical, but when I tested I was impressed, and we will test it together in the test drive video. So you have cameras for reading the traffic speed limit, lane assist, emergency brake, all that safety features. So all the system, it's around there. Look at the hood, pretty interesting lines. Down here we have the turning signal. I like the design of the turning signal with these 3 different, I would say, parts. It doesn't look that good on my camera, it's kind of flickering, but in reality it looks really good. My camera has not such a good frame rate, the camera that I do this presentation, but I will try to add some shots to see it a little bit better. But you have LED lights, the daytime running light, it's LED light on the upper side and lower side here, which look great. And then you have LED light, low beam, high beam, adaptive LED light. What that's supposed to mean? Adaptive mean that in the nighttime when you turn left or right, the light will illuminate left or right, just like that. Right? And when you go left or right and you have low speed, it will illuminate 90 degrees on the side. So even on the side like that, it can illuminate. It looks super interesting. Definitely check out the nighttime videos with it to see it. So very smart. Plus it can do low beam and high beam automatically, which it's very good. Down here the fog lamp, it's also LED. It looks good. It has kind of the same temperature of light, so it looks pretty good together. And in the front, some black matte plastic around here, super simple, nothing crazy. You have the grille right here, the Subaru logo, and then inside there you have just the radiator, so no active cooling or something like that. It's definitely pretty simple, but it looks raw, it looks quite off-roadish like that. Now, I like very much the fact that you have all this plastic protection around the wheels. If you scratch the car, and also they are quite extended, it will protect the paint of the car. And also you have this aerodynamic design, or kind of a raw sportish design here. I don't know how many cars have this kind of design around here. Plus you have here where it's really matter, you can see it's really protect this plastic, the paint of the car, so that mean will last longer. And all the way on the downskirt and all the way on the rear, you have all these plastics that goes across the car to protect the paint. On the front you don't have any parking sensors. On the rear you have 4 parking sensors, which is great. And then you have also this rough design on the bumper with this plastic. Here's the fog lamp, LED, and down here you have kind of an air diffuser design. Really interesting, I really like that. And then a little bit higher, Subaru symmetrical all-wheel drive. This is the way they call it, symmetrical. And then here on the right side, Crosstrek e-Boxer, so you know this is a mild hybrid system. A little bit higher, you have normal kind of halogen yellow light on the number plate. This is the reverse camera, Subaru logo, and here we have the turning signal, tail lights, and reverse light, it's here. So as I said before, normal halogen light. Here on the right side, we have the tank, 48 liters. The door quality is quite good. I like it. And then the handles, you saw it before, pretty basically, kind of aerodynamic. They kind of cut out, so they sit really nice. Plus the doors sound good. You can hear it. On the rear, it sounds pretty nice. I like it. It sounds quite good. Now, regarding the rims, we have 18-inch rims, as I said before, alloy wheels, and on the rear you have ventilated brake discs. Impressive, right? And on the front, the same ventilated brake disc, but a little bit bigger this time. So, quite nice. This is the exterior. What I want to do now is just go to the engine bay to show you the engine bay part. I think I cover everything. Here you open it, just like that, super simple. I want to stop the hazard light and also the lights. And here we have an automatic lift gate. You open it from the middle, it's very simple, but I need, yeah, it's very simple. Plus, I like very much that this front door, this hood door, it's very light, man. I don't know why not all car manufacturer will do that so light, because you can save so much weight and you can make the car more economical. Plus, this car have 2 batteries. Basically, it has 3 batteries, 2 here in the front and 1 in the trunk. Why it has 2 batteries, 12-volt battery, 12-volt battery? It's crazy, right? Because they want to stabilize the voltage, the current that goes in the electric system, which is quite impressive. That says a lot about the quality and the things that Subaru do with those engines and cars. So pretty impressive. And you can see there's Subaru, and on the left and right side 2 pistons. Impressive. Really cool. So the technology and the work that they put in those cars is just crazy. Now let's go in the trunk, guys. Open it from here, manual lift gate here in the trunk, not automatically. You don't even need it, man. I mean, I want to have a good price with manual stuff, then have a super high price with, yeah, automatic things. Anyway, you have a handle, simple handle to close it, big entrance, quite squarish entrance, which I like. So you have a pretty big entrance, you can fit in here plenty of stuff from my point of view. If we report to the size of the car, I think it's more than enough space here to add your stuff. You have also here some storage space, you have here some storage space and hooks almost everywhere. You have also this light, kind of a normal halogen light, and under the floor you don't have too much space, but because they have to fit somewhere that all-wheel drive system and the battery, and actually down here is the battery, guys. Just in case you're wondering what is there and why you don't have space, is because you have the battery. Now you have some plastic at the entrance, really interesting design here with mountains and stuff like that. So they kind of designed this car to be for those kind of off-road rough terrain. And if you want to fold down the seats, you have to do it 60-40. You cannot fold down the middle part. So how you do that? You do it like that, super simple. You just put your hands like that, you go up, and in the same time you push it and it goes down, super easy. You have a flat floor, you can carry long items without any problem. So yeah, it's pretty practical, pretty useful. How easy it is to do those stuff. And yeah, I don't know, I like it. I like the practicality, I like the space. Overall, it's very useful. And if we go here on the side, open the door, you can see the opening, it's big. It's almost 19 degrees, right? And you have a big entrance here from the side, and this is the space that you have here. That's the space. Look at this. And also you have some storage space on the legs. The transmission tunnel, relatively big, but you still have left some space there to put different items. So in general, yeah, I would say practicality is quite good. Plus the quality here, it's fine. Not something extraordinary, but I like the fact that it's quite flat. Here we have two windows from two pieces. One can be fold down, not double glass, it's simple glass, but the good part is that you can fold it completely down, which is great. Here on the upper side you have some gray color. It's plastic with a little bit of interesting trim. Here is plastic. Here is the only soft area where you have this leather in gray. But also I like the fact that the most important place where it should be soft, it's here, so it's good. Storage space, relatively good, and also you have a speaker. Entrance, you saw before, pretty big entrance in the car. You can see from here, from this angle, how it looks. You can see those leather seats which came on the premium version. On the normal entry-level version you have textile material, so I think both are fine, but those leather seats look a little bit more premium, a little bit nicer from my point of view. Also it has a nice design. They are perforated, so in the summer you won't going to sweat around here in the middle. You have ISOFIX. You can install two child seats here on the rear, which is great. In case you're wondering for what is this, this is for ventilation of the battery, because the battery is somewhere down there. It has to somehow recirculate the air inside there and to take out the heat. And then here in the middle you have also an armrest with two cup holders with this leather, which is great. Now behind the front seats I like very much the fact that we don't have plastic, so it's soft leather everywhere behind the seats, which is good. And then yeah, let me go inside to show you. Down here we have an USB-C, USB 2, very useful from my point of view. We don't have vents or something like that, but we have those USB ports around there. Regarding the space, this is my driving position, 173 centimeters, and this is the space behind myself. So I have more than enough space behind myself at 173 centimeters, and I can stretch my legs under the front seats without any problem. Regarding the space, I have like 4 fingers and something. I still have some space here, yeah, 4 fingers if I stay straight, but I have a good position, man. I really like sitting here. I mean, I have my back straight, I have a good position, good visibility. I have this handle hook here. The quality on the roof is pretty good, and I like the fact that the roof, it's white, it's bright. That makes the interior much more brighter, much more nicer. And the visibility outside is very good because they kind of extend this window a little bit more in the back, so you have a good visibility. Plus you have another small window there. So yeah, visibility good, comfort good, nothing to complain. Now let's go in the middle. Going in the middle here, I sit a little bit higher. I already feel that. I have less space, like probably 3 fingers. Stretch my hand completely, and it's surprisingly good in terms of side space. Now the legs room, it's fine here. Here it's a little bit less space, but it's relatively good. I cannot stay with my legs together, but I can say for medium short trips you can stay 3 person here without any problem, and it's pretty comfy, even though it's a little bit stiffer on the back and down, but you can stay here without any problem. Here in the middle you have also some light, but they are not LED, they are normal halogen light, but it's super powerful. I tested in the nighttime. And then here, of course, you have the panoramic glass roof, which you can open it and close it manually. At least this protection, but you can also, I will show you also how you can open it completely. Regarding the dashboard, again, the same story. It's not something extraordinary, but it's simple. It has a lot of physical buttons which are useful. It's very ergonomic and easy to use, and from my point of view, I think it's perfect the way it should be, because you should focus on the driving. You should have physical button, easy to understand, easy to use, easy to activate different features. So it is simple, classic, no bling bling, no TikTok or stuff like that, you know what I mean, like crazy things, but it is how it's supposed to be, right? So yeah, otherwise pretty nice, pretty simple. Let's go in the front to talk about the other things there. Here in the front, 2 windows, one is fixed, one can be folded down, and it's not double glass, but you can fold it down completely, which is great. Now, Up here this time we have leather. It's not like in the back, so leather, 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 and also here. This is the only place where you have soft material. Otherwise everywhere else you have plastic, but here you have a different plastic, like a carbon fiber effect plastic. Handle in chrome. Here are the buttons. You can fold in the mirrors from here, just like that, as I said before, which is very useful. You can adjust the windows. Lock and unlock button. You have the button for the windows and the lock window. Super useful. Some storage space here, not big but pretty fine. And then you have the speaker. Entrance in the car, it's huge also in the front, as you can see from here. This is the way it looks, and those are the leather seats on the front. They look really good. They are very comfy. Yeah, as I sit and I test the car for 2 days now, I feel very comfortable. I feel like the seats, they are great. They are also perforated. They are heated seats, so you have 2 position heated seats. You have side support. They are quite nice. Plus you can adjust them electrically from here in every position you want, even the lumbar position. Everything is electric. Those are the pedals, simple pedals, and here you have the fuse box. You can open it from here. Here you have the wheel for the, I can say the brightness of the screens. You can also adjust it from here. And then a little bit higher, this fake carbon fiber effect. You have the vents here. It feels quite good. Some plastic also up here, but yeah, it's fine. Now I want to show you this panoramic glass roof. You can open it like that. You can also open it completely. Look at this, and it's open inside. This is the good part. When it's open inside like that, it's improving the aerodynamic, and it's great also at high speeds. So some of them, they open outside, which is not that good, but this one open inside, which is very good. And this is something that I want to show you. And then close it, and you have another position here, because you have 2 buttons. I don't know if you can see it. And the second one, you can open it. No, not this one. Let me show you. This one. You can open it just like that, a little bit. So you can choose how you want to be open. So you can open it like that, or you can open it completely. So you have this choice. Visibility outside, very good. Perfect visibility, nothing to complain. Also the A-pillar, it's very small. So you have a good visibility in the mirrors, around the windows. Pretty good visibility also in the mirror, in the center mirror, and around the windows. Pretty fine visibility, no blind spot there. And also you can see the seats one more time. Down here you have an armrest, which you can open it, and you have plenty of space to put things there. Plenty of space here. You have a 12-volt port, super useful. 2 cup holders. You have here the classic buttons, man. They are a little bit oldish, but they work pretty good. You have 2 position of heated seats, which is great. Electronic handbrake, and then you have this piano black, and you have the gear shifter, and you have parking button. You have the reverse. You press this button, you go in reverse. You have the reverse camera, not the best on the market, but it's pretty fine. I mean, it's very useful because you have those active lines that help you guide you park. Then you have the drive mode, and then you have the L mode. L mode is for low gear. That means you can also rev the engine a little bit more. That helps for the downhill when you need more power at low speeds. I will explain you a little bit more in the test drive video. And here you have a wireless charging, so you can charge your phone wireless down here, which is great. You can also turn it off and on from here. You have USB-C, USB 2, and then you have also this kind of a jack, auxiliary jack for the headset or stuff like that. Then you have here the glove box, which is big, pretty big glove box, and start stop engine button. Here's the reset button if you want to reset the consumption. The steering wheel, it's adjustable manually, up, down, forward, backwards, super simple to adjust. And the steering wheel, it's also in leather. I really like it. It's kind of raw, and it have a very good grip. I really like the grip around here. I don't know if you can see it, but behind the steering wheel, guys, you have a super nice grip. I don't know if you see that. Here you have a grip. When I drive it, I really like how my hands, it's gripping the steering wheel. And I noticed that these days when I had the car. I really like the steering wheel, physical button for different functions from telephone and sources and information on the screen, different buttons physical for the autopilot, and down here you have those buttons S and I. What it's S and I, if you look on the screen, you have sport mode, S, and you have I mode from intelligent, kind of an eco mode. So you can switch between those two different modes from the steering wheel. Very simple, very easy, so I love it. Good. Now, the cockpit, as I said, a few things here in the car, they're a little bit oldish, but sometimes it's better to be oldish and good engine and good mechanical part. Up there you have a digital, and in the middle it's quite digital. You can see plenty of information, and you have like how many kilometers you can still drive, how many kilometers did you drive, how many liters or milliliters you save on the last trip, because the car have the petrol engine off and you drive in electric mode. Even if it's a mild hybrid, you can drive for little distances in electric mode, which is very smart. PSI, pressure in tires, and you have temperature and time. Here you have a nice graphic with what happened with energy when you recuperate energy in the battery, and here is the consumption, and yeah, so on. Now it's big because we sit here with the engine on. So yeah, relatively smart, and you have all that information. It's very simple layout there. Yeah, by the way, up here you have a vanity mirror with a normal halogen light. You have a handle, you have also some yellowish light up here, SOS button, and then you have the buttons you already saw it before. Here in the middle you have the navigation system and the multimedia system, which again is not, I can say is the best on the market, but it is simple, it's easy to use, it's easy to understand. You have physical buttons on the side here and here, physical button for the temperature. You can set the temperature simple from here. You can defrost the window with physical buttons. You have the wheel for volume and the radio tune. You have the hazard light button here, very well placed on the upper side, temperature and time. You can also switch between the driving modes. X mode, by the way, it has this X mode. It's kind of an off-road mode. You can choose between snow, dirt, normal, and deep snow mud. Very cool, very simple, and very useful. Plus you have plenty of other information, so you can have some widgets on the upper side here. Then you have the navigation and the main view, and down here you have the climatic system, from which stay always on the screen, and you can kind of turn it on and off, very simple like that. You can go into the menu, you can switch the temperature, and you can also choose where the air to go and different other information. Now here in the middle you have the main screen. This is the main menu where you have all the information. You have the auto hold function, you have the traction control, driver profile. You can add different shortcuts. On the first page you have the map with the navigation, and again it uses the TomTom navigation. It's not the most responsive on the market. You can see it has kind of delay, but once you set the destination, I said it's a pretty good one. So you can see once you set the destination, it gives you different information, and then it's pretty clear and easy to understand, which is quite important, right? And then going back to menu, we have radio, media, telephone, and apps. You have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay wireless on this premium version, which is great. You can connect your phones here. If you go to settings, you have so many settings here, guys. If you go to general settings, you have from clock, display, Wi-Fi settings, camera setting, climatic control, the language, the tire pressure, so many settings here. There are many settings. I think I will need a lot of time to go through all. Audio settings, navigation settings are around here, and then you have on the next, the phone settings, radio, and the car settings, where you have plenty of settings on the car. And here you have the eyesight, all the safety features from pre-collision braking, emergency lane keeping assist, lane departure, cruise control, acceleration, lead vehicle acquisition sound, and stuff like that. All the safety features, you will find it around here. Then you have eyesight assist monitoring. It's really there are so many safety features. Driver monitoring settings, keyless entrance, defog, and This is the traction control, auto hold, X mode, so you have everything you find around here. Now if you want to go back to home, you go here. Here you have also some shortcuts for lane assist and emergency brake, and also connection to the phone. And then here, if you go to the vehicle, you have a few shortcuts which get you directly to the most important information, like the driving mode, like the X mode, cruise control, auto hold, steering response, driver assist. Here you have also the driver monitoring systems. You can activate, deactivate speed assist. You can deactivate the speed limit warning, and then you have another few options. So it's not crazy complex, but it's very useful. Pin code, display of, and car information. Here on the car information, it shows you in real time the position of the car and also what happened with the energy. And on the maintenance, it shows you all kind of information about tire oil, when you have to change the oil, the filters, and so on. So it's quite fine. I think I cover almost everything. I don't know if I missed something. If I missed something, write me down in the comment. Ask me, I will answer you with pleasure. If you want to add something, I'm really looking forward to hear your opinion. Also, I hope the video was useful. I hope you get some useful information from this video, guys. From my point of view, it's an amazing car. If you want to buy a car that you don't have to worry for 10 years, you just buy the car and drive it. Subaru and this Crosstrek might be one of that car. Very nice to drive, and we will talk about that in the test drive video. Otherwise, of course, there are a few things that seems to be outdated, but in general, I think the most important parts are the mechanical parts, and Subaru, it's one of the best when it comes to those parts. So yeah, I will definitely rank this car pretty much in top high up when it comes to mechanical parts. Some other parts are also great and good quality, like the seats are great, space is pretty good, and pretty easy to understand and pretty easy to drive. Anyway, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you get some useful information from here. If you want to see the car, test drive the car, buy the car, don't miss out. If you are in Bucharest, in Romania, SMT dealership will have 3,500 euro discount on this Crosstrek. So thank you for watching. Stay safe. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.